Hey, yo, what up, y'all? Welcome to
Nobody gives a
My favorite
part.
my favorite time frame.
my boy. It's your boy T, aka T Styles, aka Trivelle, your favorite CEO.
T Styles.
It's episode.
I'm sitting here with the greatest.
T Styles.
It's episode 80, 80.
Yeah, the 80s. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The 80s is
Hey,
great music.
We're in the great era now.
Dropped 80 on him.
I was going to say these next 10 episodes about to hit in a different way.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do something
80 through 89.
fun.
Trust me.
Fun on 80, 81. Remember when you dropped 81 on us? Yes, I remember that.
I'm not doing a.
RIP.
You want me
Kobe.
to do we're doing a commemoration for the Kobe joint?
I mean, it's got a something. Remember when he dropped 81?
I do.
I remember that. I thought it was
do.
fake.
Jalen Rose's head top.
I think that might have been the only time. That might have been the only time when Vince is like, "I'm really happy I'm not on this team."
He wasn't on the squad. Yeah, he wasn't.
No,
on
that
the
was, but it was. I think it's the same year when he got traded.
squad. Really?
Yeah, it was literally the same year or the next year.
We're just cratering as an
because
organization.
Jalen was still there. Yeah, so they. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been worse.
It could have been 100.
Absolutely.
Could have been worse. By the way, to my left right here is Everything OEO season.
Yeah.
What up?
Over here to my right is the benefactor of this great show. The person for whom if he didn't come up with this idea, we wouldn't be here.
What up?
Producer DJ extraordinaire DJXP, what's up?
What's going on, man? How's everybody out there doing?
And I'm great.
I don't know. Let's find out. Hello, guys. Like it's radio. See, that's your radio personality part. Like this is how I see how everyone's doing out there.
Yep.
Caller one.
So let's just address something that we were talking about. Actually, I don't want to talk about it.
Wait. No.
Wait,
you can't say you got to start with the addressing first because that sounds like something
We can't give out our address.
Real address is Tory Lanez.
Right. Okay,
Tory
right.
Lanez.
Okay, so no. We're gonna start with, since you want to address something, I feel like you should address it before we move forward.
But
I
which
think
one? There's so many things to address.
There's something he said he wanted
We're
to
talking about
address.
this thing outside. What were we talking about outside?
Oh yeah, I was saying that because it's balls ice outside. So I was complaining about how my balls was freezing.
Yeah.
Being outside in the cold, my balls was freezing.
Yeah, and I thought it was a bit aggressive because I'm like,
Oh my God.
yo, re-saying this is nuts.
Hey,
It's nuts,
it sounds crazy. And saying
nuts,
balls with no geldem around is crazy.
I heard him. I was like, yo, fam,
Yeah.
do you like? I don't even wear underwear, and I don't feel the cold. So how come? how come you're cold? Then he said, yo, fam, you don't wear underwear, and I said, nah, I only wear underwear or dress pants. I stopped wearing underwear in college.
See, that's doesn't that sound?
Sorry, dress pants and like athletic. If I'm doing like sports stuff, I wear my compression.
Well, thank God, because you didn't say that before.
No. When I say I don't wear underwear, it's like if you see me in jeans,
See, that's crazy.
Is that a common thing?
The jeans?
I don't wear underwear.
No
It's not a
underwear
common
with
thing.
jeans.
I don't wear underwear with jeans. If I have sweatpants on, depending on what I think the day is going to be like, I won't wear underwear with sweatpants.
That's that. But and
You know the thing is, if I didn't wear underwear, right?
Yeah.
Wintertime, that would be the time I would wear underwear. Like this is not
I know, I'm just used
like
to it though.
I know, so that's clearly what it is. There's no way I'm outside like this with no
Because
another layer.
What do you think is gonna like? I know everybody. I've never heard of, and this is me being real. If I hear something, I've never heard like a quote unquote like cleanliness reason for underwear wearing.
Oh, but who's the cleanliness?
Yeah, so it's not like I'm. It's not.
No,
like
it's not that you're dirty.
Wearing underwear self cleans your balls.
No, it's not saying that you're dirty. It's just like
me not wearing underwear gives me extra room in my jeans.
Right.
And there was a period of time in my life where like I like jeans that fit.
So you never wore it,
and I didn't like the boxer lines and stuff.
So you weren't like us where we would wear like shorts under our
y'all niggas
pants
doing that was crazy
because we were ready to play ball at any time.
I'd be going to change. Y'all were
Oh, you were the go to change guy.
First of all, no. Like I said, college. Hold on, I want to be real.
Okay.
Yeah.
College is when I stopped wearing underwear. When I was in high school, I was doing the same thing with y'all.
Because we pull our pants down, pause,
I feel
and
you.
play right away.
Do you see some of the jeans that we was rocking? Nah, real talk.
Those are propeller pants.
Think of the sacrifice we were making to wear them goddamn shorts under that joint.
Echo.
You know what I mean? When I got to college and I wanted to be attractive to women, there were certain jeans I had to purchase.
This is crazy.
Yo, you want to know when I definitely had to get rid of the underwear? All right, boom.
When he had beer holes in it.
No, stop this.
All right.
You think I was a holy underwear man?
Well, you did go to church.
That's good. That's very good.
No, I stopped wearing underwear. When I did you're going to remember when I don't know if you ever got on this style. Do you remember the jeans and Chelsea boots combo? Did you ever get to that level?
Yes, I did.
When you're rocking the jeans and Chelsea boots combo, the type of jeans that you're rocking to get that off
is to not wear underwear.
Okay, then the second time I stopped wearing underwear, there was one time when I first started to get pants with a rip in them. I had a pair of pants. They fit well, but they had a rip right at the thigh, just to show a little bit of the, if you did squats.
And you didn't want your underwear to be shown.
You gotta let the thigh be out there.
No, but the underwear, when you sit down, it rolls back
Nah,
anyway
but I didn't
sometimes.
even want, because I didn't even want that to be considered. Have you ever seen a woman? Women have it with dresses. You see a woman with a high cut, and there's a part of you in the brain that thinks, "How is she doing this?" That's I think what was happening with me and the cut to the.
I listen. I respect your choices in life, but I'm just saying when it's that ice cold outside, there's no fucking way in life.
What's gonna happen? What is gonna happen to you?
It just feels more warm. I feel more like I'm getting an extra layer of like I might as well. When people wear, I've worn what's it called, long johns before. What the fuck? Because it's cold. So now I have underwear. It's like a short long john. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's how I look at it.
But just know you're in a minority.
But I'm not wearing
there's an underwear business.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Have I ever not worn underwear wearing? I know, right?
No.
Have I not
when I go to the boxing gym and stuff? I'm wearing that stuff.
Okay, T. I'm not saying like. Have I worn jogging pants without underwear? I have,
right?
Yes,
How
but
did it
I've
feel for you?
never.
What was it like for you?
Jeans.
You enjoyed it, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that felt good.
When you know,
when it's a nice
an adult question. When you know that you got a shorty coming over, you have no underwear on. What do you think in your brain?
That if it don't go down, basement
It's
Friday
wild,
the 13th.
right? Okay.
I also
Because let me tell you something. When you're with a woman, and I don't want to talk about nobody's personal situation, but
that's fine.
When you're with a woman and she goes for the jeans or goes for the sweatpants, and
You
in
want
her
to be
mind,
a one move,
bro. In her mind, if
move
she's
play.
thinking, "Yo, there's underwear here," but you see when you go and she goes for it, and there's no, it's like, yo, it's, bro.
you know what?
We make a decision about where we're at real quick.
Okay, if that situation for me, I wouldn't be wearing pants. I'd be wearing shorts
You're one of those guys.
I'm wearing shorts and no underwear underneath, so that it's like
You're shorts, no underwear guy.
in the house, or like if a shorty,
that's a little
or for
more-
shorty,
makes a little more sense.
But what if,
if
you're on
she
a date?
sees me,
What if you went on a date and then after
that's
the date,
different.
y'all, you know what I'm saying?
and I go home and where she comes over and I change,
Okay.
I put on the shorts.
First
the
date
purposes
with a
of
woman.
this,
First
yeah.
date with a woman.
Yeah.
First of all,
first date.
You're doing a
Okay.
whole lot of serial killer stuff. Okay, first, second, third, whatever date.
Yeah.
Date acceptable number with a woman. You're at the point in the date where she's gonna come back and she's gonna have a drink.
So, okay.
You want a glass of wine.
Right.
My dad used to get off if they wanted to have a cup of tea. That nigga was sick.
I feel that's got to be a thing.
Yo, bro.
That's got to be. I believe that. Would you like a cup of tea?
Would you like a cup of tea? He was getting that off.
That's not from the UK from before, was it?
Bro, never.
I don't know because you always say bruv, so I just wondered.
Who did I get? My cousin. I have a cousin that
From the
was
UK.
in the UK for a long period of time.
that
That
makes
makes
sense.
a lot.
Well, that makes sense.
You met him.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I got a nigga. Shout out Crunch. He's a UK nigga.
Yeah?
He went back to the UK though.
Oh, you got
No,
ice?
No.
Yo, I was
Yo,
getting
Crunch.
people back
He
to
doesn't.
UK.
He doesn't mean that. I promise you. Like,
What's he gonna do? Come get me?
He doesn't. He's a
Clearly not. That's the
man.
point.
Crunch. He doesn't mean that. I know you watch the show.
Yo, Crunch, you want to impress me? Yo, get back in the country, fam.
Yo,
Get back in the country, fam.
yo, leave that nigga alone. That nigga is a wild boy. But go ahead.
I'm trying to be funny. Obviously, it's not disrespect. Okay. You bring the girl back, except the number of dates. Do you really leave the girl in your gates unsupervised to change?
Have I?
Yeah.
I have.
Why?
I just want to be. I don't want. Okay.
You know how sick that is?
Okay, I'll tell you
Yo,
why.
come to my house.
I'm so
and
bougie.
You treat me like a dog. Here's the TV. Here's
Yo,
this little
I'm so bougie,
tequila
T.
soda I'm making you. I'll be right back.
Yo,
You the right back, nigga.
Can I tell you how
That
bougie?
is
Can I tell you how
sick.
bougie I am?
Sure. Sure.
If I wear something really nice,
No, I don't want to. You gotta take it off. You get it.
and I get home, I don't. I want to keep it as fresh as possible, so I take that shit off, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if we're gonna drink, eat chips, fall asleep, anything. I don't want.
No, I'll be
so
real
I take
about
it
this,
off. I take off the. I
If
take it
we're
off.
going to, I don't wear outside clothes on my bed.
There you go.
But we're on the couch.
I know, but
Or
I might mess. I don't want to mess it up. The clothes, my clothes. Like I'd be thinking about that.
You be taking off the fit.
Okay, one time a girl did way too much sloppy and messed up my clothes, so I'm like, all right, I'm not doing that again.
And that's fair.
This was in response to a pleasure situation. You got what he's describing is the man got the waterworks 5,000. Your thought was no. I'm like, jeez.
Yeah, I don't want. Yo, she messed. I'll be honest. Oh my, no, I'm not. I'm done.
No,
wait. No, why not? Why not? No,
You sure?
No, I've messed up a lot of.
See, yeah. Let it out. Let's get some truth. Yeah.
You're making the decision to preserve the pants. It's crazy.
Yo, I gotta think about that. Yo, man, I gotta think about the.
gotta-
I don't have a.
But do you buy expensive jeans though?
No, but I just don't. It's not even. It doesn't have to be expensive. It's just that I'm like,
Bro,
I
if I'm
keep
rocking
it
my
nice.
fashion over 40s, bro, wet these up.
I don't
want
wanna- no.
Wet these up, fam, like a drive-by, bro.
I know,
Wet
see,
it up.
I can't get. I can't
You
get
know
like
that
that.
way
I can't
dance,
get.
fam.
I know that's how it should be, but I don't. I can't. I think about it. I don't give a fuck where I got it from.
Are you gene conscious when you're?
Are
we're
you
gonna start
gene
soon.
conscious?
No,
Is crazy.
we started.
Are you gonna start?
That's crazy.
Are you gene conscious?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Y'all really be care about the genes?
Any pants?
No,
Yeah.
I'll be making messes, bro.
and that's fine. And
But
that's
if I can avoid it, then I will set it up.
How you gonna avoid it?
Well, I come home and then I change my pants, go to the washroom.
Change your
Don't worry, I gotta go change my.
If I'm a woman, right?
If you're a woman,
If I'm a woman and this guy brought me over to his house, and we know what the vibe is,
yeah.
And this man
goes to change his pants.
goes to change and comes back and I'm in my same clothes.
Okay, but has a shorty? But let's
When you
not.
put
Act,
it that way,
but let's not
same
act like a
clothes,
shorty never came over and asked for.
What's also wild and sick, you're gonna send me home after this.
Wait. So wait, none of y'all at shorty ever come over?
She asked for the shirt.
That's what I'm saying. So if she's gonna change it to something, why can't I?
No, but by the time, okay.
So
Can
she asked
we be
if-
adults?
I am.
By the time Shorty asked for the shirt, it's
Yeah.
because she thinks she's saying.
right?
So I'm gonna
How many
change.
people you be letting stay at your dates like that?
No, not many.
So okay. Are you the guy who gives the shirt and takes it back when it's time for her to go?
No.
That's also
No,
gross.
no, I don't. A lot of girls still have my clothes.
You ever be worried to see that out in public?
You know what? I think about it randomly. Yes, I have. I've seen on Instagram like her man with like my hoodie.
Oh my god!
You said her man?
Yeah.
Wait, not the man wearing it.
No. She's wearing my hoodie
In
with
the
her
picture
man.
with
Her man in
yeah.
the photo?
Yeah, and I don't mean that she was cheating. That's not what I mean. I just mean that.
Yeah, because
I just
I thought
mean
you meant
that.
she gifted her man your sweater.
No, that's different.
wow.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
it bad? Is that bad?
No, you got to get it how you live. I'm just not the type where, like, for me,
Get it how you live is always a crazy line to me.
For me, if I'm giving you a T-shirt,
Yeah.
you're probably staying the night.
But what if I change my mind?
About what?
The entire ordeal.
Still staying over.
I would never offer you to stay and then change that. That's crazy. You be
Well,
changing
it never went. It
I've
didn't
changed my
go.
mind.
It didn't go south, and then you changed your mind
What's
about
up?
it.
But what happens? See, now we're gonna get into it.
Anything. What,
A
what-
woman is sharing time with me. What could go south? We're just enjoying each other's company.
Her man's ringing down the phone. And I didn't know she had a man.
Oh, you mess with women who care about that?
No. Wait,
they
hold
don't
on.
care
The
about
phone
that.
keeps ringing of a man.
Fam, I've never met a girl not know how to use do not disturb.
No, but it's still ringing. I think you should go.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah, I think you should go.
You say I think you should go?
Yeah, I think you should go.
I don't say I think you should go. I say just to gauge. Mm-hmm. Do you need to get that?
90s
I
movies,
just-
90s romance movies.
Because
That's probably the right answer.
telling
to
her,
do, but
any woman, I'm in this
I
guy's
don't
house,
think you should go.
and he says, I think you should go. Bro, I'm leaving. You just kicked me. Any girl, any woman, any female, you just kicked me out your house. That's what she's saying.
but a lot of them didn't take that. But I mean, a couple of them did say, "All right, fine. That's how you feel."
Yeah, because it's offensive.
Yeah, but I've been
It
in
can
the
be
scenarios
taken
where a
offensively.
nigga who I didn't know was the nigga, or whether they were in a relationship or talking or whatever, it now wants to like have an issue with me, and I don't want no drama over no thing.
You're
So therefore-
African man. You're gonna have drama over 10.
All right.
You have rings on like 3. You have rings on like 4
Well,
of your 10 fingers.
Listen,
It's a style choice.
I'm still gonna watch Captain America no matter what the racists say.
Speaking, let's get to the racist stuff because let's get into the racist.
I'm still gonna watch
What
it.
a great cold open.
I'm still gonna be.
And that's Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, right.
I'm still gonna be a nigga. That's my point. I'm still being a nigga, man.
Well, let's go to the oldest. Let's go to the oldest thing and one of the most popular things.
Yeah,
we
let's speed run. Let's get.
Oh, wait, what? Wait, have we not talked since Super Bowl?
No.
we didn't even talk since the
so
Grammys,
Super Bowl,
which kind of
Grammys.
ties
Since
in.
the Grammys, we've
Yo, we're
So
sorry,
we can-
y'all.
so we're gonna
go
combine
Super-
it.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Super Bowl and Grammys kind of go hand in hand, like chicken patties. So, well, let's
I
talk
haven't had
about
a
the
chicken patty in years.
Yeah.
I have beef patty, but chicken, like
yeah,
just
it's very
straight chicken,
different. Yeah, it's almost like it's not
jerk
even a
chicken,
patty.
stuffed jerk chicken patty. Yes,
You're better. Yeah.
yeah. That's different. That's different.
Yeah, so the whatever number Grammys that was, you guys saw it. You saw the awards.
I watched the entire thing.
Yeah,
I did not watch the entire thing, but I caught glimpses
of it.
Yeah.
I watched the entire thing. I was very.
Yeah, what I will say from a just a grammatical standpoint is that it was one of the better Grammys in a while in terms of awards, in terms of performances, in terms of overall the way that the show went. As you know, a lot of these live shows and these award things have been kind of going down, especially music wise. But it seems like there was a change that kind of started happening when, you know, various people had complained about certain things. You know, you have like Jay-Z.
That was last year.
Yeah, The Weeknd.
Last year he did that.
The Weeknd, and just
Many
like
years for Weeknd.
Right. And
Drake.
Yeah, and Drake.
I remember that particular speech that he did.
If people are spending their hard-earned money to come see you, you don't need this.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, and I told Jimmy Jam I used my Grammy for a doorstop.
Oh, that's there.
But what I will say is what happened is that black guy that kind of runs the Grammy committee. They kind of heard, they've been hearing all the complaints, and obviously they felt like they were valid. The other thing too that I think people forget is that the Grammys are an award ceremony that is not necessarily based on financial success and things of that nature as it comes to music. It is a board of people who are making a decision based on just how they feel that day. So anyway, the Grammy man, he went and brought 3,000 more people to the Grammy voting because the complaint was a lot of people were older. So everything about it was just very old feeling.
1,300, right, is the number? Because I think
13,000 is, I think, how much people are in the actual voting body. But he brought 3,000 more diverse people, black, this and that. So anyway, so the end result was it felt like an actual proper show. And the awards, they felt like, were more in line with who was the person who put in the most work, the best body of work and things in those certain categories. But let's not bury the lead. Obviously, Mr. Not Like Us cleaned house in terms of awards. He won awards that hip hop has not really won in a while. I think he won, was it record of the, because you know they have record of the year and then they have song of the year.
Yeah, he won for.
One is about the performance, one is about the writing, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got for both.
Oh, he got it for both. Yeah. So he cleaned house.
This is
you know,
it's interesting. Going back to our old podcast about episodes, it's interesting. Go ahead.
What do you guys? How do you guys feel about him winning the Grammys for all those Grammys for that particular record? Like, how do you feel from? Because we've obviously talked about the record in many different regards and things like that.
Many.
Do you feel like it was a Grammy-worthy record in context of what you understand about music and what you know come to enjoy about music? Like, what do you feel? Do you feel like it was a concerted effort that was, you know, what do you got? Like, what do you like your general thoughts about it? Because I have some thoughts, but I'm not going to start with it. But unless, of course, you want me to start with it, then I can start.
No,
with it.
let giggly boy pause. I think
find the whole thing laughable.
The whole
find the whole ordeal laughable.
Like him winning all the awards or specific ones.
In the history of hip hop, how many hip hop songs have won record of the year?
Might be one.
You know what I'm saying?
Might be one.
In the history of hip hop, how many records have won record a year? How many records have been more important?
Oh, there's been
lots of records that have been important.
A lot of important records.
Yeah.
Nas makes a record. I Know I Can't Be What I Want to Be. What that was as an anthem at that time. Shut up at the Grammys.
Nas only just won a Grammy 3 years ago or 2 years ago.
Yes.
His first ever.
Yeah, the joint album with Hit Boy.
Yes.
So for me,
yes.
Kendrick is in his moment.
Yeah.
I'm happy. The beautiful thing about music is you win and operate with the favor of people.
Yeah.
I think Drake's miscalculation is he kept trying to talk to Kendrick like he was a small artist
because he's small in stature.
We talked about that.
I think Drake's perspective is like, yo, I'm the biggest. There's nobody close to me.
Yeah.
I agree with that. The problem is that Drake is bigger than every single artist that could be against him. But he's not bigger than a conglomerate of 10 who decide we're on his ass now. Kendrick has been elected as the torchbearer, and he didn't lay a foot wrong. And the crescendo of that work and that time, put 6 months of work, longer even, is sweeping the Grammys. And history is going to go down and say that a diss record against Drake swept the Grammys.
Well, that's not history. No. You said it is what it is. I mean,
no, but I'm saying like because that happened, history will always remember the diss. Does that make sense? It'll always
it
won't fall to be subculture hip hop stuff.
Yeah. The diss is now solidified forever because of that.
Okay.
In the casual fan, but we talked about that a long time ago in one of the previous episodes about how the way that Drake operated with this battle, with this battle, you're right about he's bigger than every individual artist. But he and me and you talked about this too. Like he treated Kendrick, at least that's how it was perceived.
The perception
that Kendrick didn't have all the tools already to surpass him, Drake, if the community or the conglomerate, the machine joined what he already has. You know what I mean? Compared to like if he just picked any other artist that was cool in the moment. Like Kendrick had enough groundwork, but he didn't treat Kendrick like he was that nigga. Like he was that nigga without being.
He treated Kendrick like he was all created. Totally not organic. That was the misstep. That's the part I didn't understand. Like, and the crescendo of that misstep is the Grammys, in my opinion.
The crescendo is the chorus of not like it's the whole culture part of it that they keep bringing up. This culture word that has now become a buzzword that they get to say. As soon as they say culture, you get to discount anybody from anything. So it's maybe the not understanding that cultural part of how important Kendrick Lamar is to especially the American Black experience because he speaks so much about it, even to the dismay of some people who think that he talks about it too much, to the point where they call him a hypocrite. And then in 2015, he said, "I'm the biggest hypocrite." In 2015, or
any flaw that Kendrick points at, people pretend that he never said that.
Any flaw that Kendrick points at himself?
Yeah, about himself. They pretend that doesn't happen. Like they treat him like he's flawless, and he's told you that he has flaws.
He's full of flaws.
He's told you that he's the biggest hater, and then people say he's not a hater. Like I've never seen this before. Like somebody telling you about himself, and then there's still
the Eminem thing.
It's just his run, though.
The Eminem thing.
I think
the run is incredible. I gotta say.
No, but he's also earned it. Like
that's what I'm saying.
I might be a quote unquote. I get it. I'm a quote unquote Drake guy.
Well, that's what they say that we all are.
I love his music. It's not like I don't like Kendrick's music. It's just the times and instances that I create for my life.
I love so much Kendrick.
Kickbacks, chilling out with people.
Yeah.
Certain type of parties that I go to. The vibe that I mostly create when listening to music in my life
was Drake.
Predominantly lends itself to putting Drake on. Then it lends
more
itself to putting
more than Kendrick.
Right.
That's just me, bro. I went to college when these guys were running. When you had a college party, you playing Drake music. Like that's just what it was for me at that time.
In terms of the amount of records, because we were there, we
heard
but Kendrick had records that we would hear there, like swimming pools. And
Kendrick's records when they go, sure, Drake might have 7 of these. But Kendrick's 3 in the set list are hitting.
And they're hitting
because
they're very curated, very,
I'm never going to take that from him. To me, I appreciated Drake because he existed in so many different avenues.
Yeah.
And I appreciated the fact that he had essentially gone pop. He didn't need this rap stuff no more. But would still come back and get in the ring if it was time to get busy with somebody.
It's so crazy that the strength, the positive of what Drake brings to the table is what they're using
against him now.
As a fault in his actual whole entire career. Like people are online, people are literally rewriting this guy's career in front of me. Like it's unbelievable.
That's not gonna last though. I mean, it's existing for the moment. Remember when?
But it's lasting longer than
you would expect.
Than I would have expected in terms of the.
He contributed to that.
Yeah,
which is fair.
If it didn't see UMG, if he didn't sue Spotify,
yes.
That's 2 weeks of online opinion saying Drake is suing for a record. Oh my God, he's not like us for real.
And keep adding little things to it.
Then they add Kendrick. Then he drops one part of it, keeps the other part of it. That's another 2 weeks of video. It stayed alive for it. What's going to be very, very interesting to me, is what's going to happen now because Drake has come out with music.
Yes. We're kind of getting ahead of it. We got ahead because there was we're still under Grammys.
So running back to the Grammys. I think the Grammys was an appropriate crescendo for Kendrick Lamar. I think playing this perfectly.
So what I'm going to say to you and what I'm going to combat what you're saying is see, the thing about life that's so funny is sometimes so many different things are happening or so many different small movements are being made that when a big move is finally made, it looks like this consorted effort instead of different things that just lent itself to life. For example, the added people into the Grammy board and things of that nature to be more cultured and to be more understanding of the music categories and be rooted in reality. Because everybody that's on the Grammy board are people within the music industry in different various categories, right?
Artists, producers, managers, blah, blah, blah.
What the problem, the indictment against the Grammys before is that they had people that, yes, they were working musicians and stuff in the industry, but they were older, meaning that when Kendrick Lamar's album goes up against Macklemore and they've heard Thrift Shop and they've heard the "They Can't Hold Us" and all this stuff on the radio, they're going to pick Macklemore's album to beat To Pimp a Butterfly, which doesn't make any sense. I think it was Good Kid, Mad City. It might have not been, so I don't want to make that mistake. So there was a disconnect. So they got more people that were more in tune with what was going on, who really understood the genres more, that were, on the ground level, so that when they're making these judgments, it was closer to what actually makes sense. So fast forward, yes, the allegations of the UMG and all this machine coming against to end Drake, which I don't really understand what that benefit is, but we'll go there in a second. But for the purposes of the Grammys, you have a voting body that is more hyper aware of things that are going on in music to look at the field of the songs and then say, well, by golly gee, this song, yes, was everywhere, which of course is not a reason for something to win an award, because it is not necessarily a popularity for the Grammys, because it can be anything. It can be, Billboards is sales. So if you want to see who's the best sales wise, look at the Billboard Awards and then you will get your answer. But you have this voting body who saw the battle in live. And you know what? I know we've talked about it, but we're going to keep milking it because people like when we talk about it, but the battle was really insane and incredible in just the way that it rolled out in our eyes. Like, it was really, it's really insane to when you think about it in real time, how it's like being in a movie. It's like being in I can't even explain it, but a song emerges out of a back and forth that then gets this legs, whether artificially or whether or not, doesn't matter, because everything is artificial. But at a certain point, it has to be rooted in realism in it to the point where people can enjoy it or what have you. So this voting body, they saw what the song did. They saw what the song represented. They saw how it influenced popular culture and how it was just everywhere. And then and the other thing about the song too that I was thinking about, which kind of ties into this, is I don't think when that song was created, that it was, and this might be just a wild thing, I don't think it was all created at once. I think that song was started and maybe, because there's 3 verses, right? I think the song did not start with that first verse. I don't think he had that first verse yet. The P file and calling all the OVO members and all that. I don't think that was the first element of the song that he had first. And I don't think the second verse where he talks about, you think you can disrespect Pac, nigga, the Oakland's gonna be your last stop. I don't think he even had that first. He might have just had the hook and the last verse of where he's telling the story about what Drake did in the in the Atlanta culture or whatever. Because when you think about the way that it sounded so fresh when he started to, and I don't mean fresh like, oh, cool, but I mean the currency of how it sounded when he started talking about because the second verse is a direct response to the AI song, right? And then the first verse is in response directly to, him him warning him to not take it there or whatever, because those other 2 verses are a little more, they're a little more specific, but then the first verse is almost like, mustard on a beat, whole freak, go, and it's so, it sounds like he's trying to get it to a place so that he can say that thing that it didn't necessarily mean that it had to live on that song. Like, I think pieces of the song kept getting worked on as the battle progressed. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if you put yourself in a Grammy voting person's shoes, right? Just before we go to the Super Bowl, It's like you have this song, has a bouncy beat or whatever. Hip hop has been lacking the 101, 100, 99 beats per minute bop of songs that were reigning hip hop for a very, and which Drake benefited from as well. But hip hop has been kind of getting into this different space where it hasn't been those bops, or it's really slow, where it's blah 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 blah. Right.
That's another thing that plays into the success of that song, though.
Right.
Is the lack of
those types of songs that
so they
have the
stand
bop,
out more.
right?
It stands out even more.
Because right. Then you have verses that are just spitting, with these different flows, which I haven't heard those amount of flows on a mustard tempo beat. Then you have the subject matter. You have him taking out down the biggest artist who's been out, for the last 15 years, right? Then, then you have him responding and putting on for the West, right? And then you have this other verse that's like a history lesson. So as a Grammy voting person, this song has everything you need. It's a bop, right? It's a bop. There's a lot of creative lyricism in terms of, and I don't mean like mind-blowing words and whatever, but I just mean there's a lot of storytelling. There's a lot of, saying this, bringing things that people don't know. People have to go do research, and then him defending a long-standing culture, and then him talking a history like it. So
repetitiveness,
it's like
and simplicity
at its core.
It's a great song. I'm not saying it's not
which
a great song.
but
because he's talking about the Grammys.
Because you have to put yourself in why they would.
You're saying it's a perfect storm.
No, I don't even know if it's a perfect storm for people who want to extend a moment or to put a timestamp on a moment that they felt like justified the entire thing. Because what are the other songs
in that
you feel like that controlled popular culture that were in there?
Okay.
Right?
That's why I go with Perfect Storm. The song is well crafted. Kendrick Lamar's an amazing musician. I have no doubt that he's going to make well crafted, well produced music. Well arranged music. But I have no doubt about that.
No, you should have doubt, because it doesn't always work.
And the song also, not for nothing, put a serious dent in the armor of the biggest artist of the past decade and a half. Like,
yes.
Yeah, win a Grammy.
And I think they're impressed. They're impressed by the fact that someone was able to do that, because they've seen Drake battle niggas.
As much as I'm like, yo, Drake is unbothered, these guys are probably at the Grammy saying, yo, this guy chased this nigga to Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What could be the argument?
The narrative to them is like, yo, we got this guy
out of here. Like, this guy's in a different time zone.
He don't even want to be here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him a Grammy. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And get him a Grammy, but Kendrick just opened his mouth and they give him 5.
Kendrick won more Grammys in a single night than Drake has won in his entire career.
No, he has the exact amount of records in the night that Drake has of his entire career. Like, they're tied.
In that, it's a perfect storm, because there's no world in which that should be the answer to any question.
What do you mean?
Kendrick Lamar is that much better of an artist than Drake.
Well, Kendrick is a Grammy darling.
Night.
Right, he's a Grammy darling by trade even before this. So you have to. It's not like he's some artist
single night.
In a year leading up of hip hop being on a downturn.
But I guess
popularity wise,
one night.
I think
one more night.
Honestly, it was I don't want to say the impressive part, but it is impressive. The fact that he won 5 and those 2 is where I'm the stunned part. I thought he was gonna come up with 3. I thought it was gonna be like how
I thought he would have won the hip hop category.
The ones that they don't even film
like
on,
the hip hop
that take part in the
just
actual night.
Remember
like
when
early in the night,
was it last year that my man Killer Mike swept his categories, right?
The ones
3.
that are not.
He went back 3, right?
Yeah, he won them all and got arrested. He didn't even and still
got arrested. Yeah, and got arrested the same.
That's when they did them, bro. I saw Kendrick on my TV. Be like,
5.
Yeah.
5.
I didn't even think he was there, because he didn't. Pick up the first 2.
No, but they kind of changed it. Well, because when Doechii won, what was that for? What was that for?
I think it's best new artist.
Best new artist. Okay, never mind. And
best new artist. Did she win 2? Because she won for the album. She won for rap album.
Yeah, and that was on TV. So they changed it. They put rap on TV.
That day she gave a speech. I do remember.
Yeah, so they put rap on TV for this time. They go off and on sometimes with the rap one lately. I don't know.
Because there's a bunch of rap ones.
Yeah, but they did rap album on TV.
Yeah. Kendrick Lamar has a Record of the Year Grammy, bro.
And Song of the Year.
Bro, those are. You guys are musicians, bro. Like, I get
it's a shock. I'll be honest. That was a shock. I'll give you that.
I'll say this, and this is just me being real. When I was younger and you think about winning Grammys and stuff, as a hip hop artist, when you enter that genre and that field and you understand the Grammys, and I don't think you get into that field thinking you're going to win a Song of the Year Grammy through the hip hop median when Kanye West hasn't done it.
I know, but that's the thing about the Grammys.
It's
That's
When,
why
he was
it's
at
like,
his
perfect
when
storm.
Kanye West was at his full problematic, full go, full experimentation hip hop.
I know. I know.
The
Even though
limits of what the art form could do
even
at
though
the
he
time.
has even though he has the most still,
Holy
right?
smokes.
But when you start saying, Nicki Minaj doesn't have a single Grammy.
Not one.
See, that's
But
crazy
you
to me
see,
when you think about it. And then
yeah.
just certain artists, Snoop, right? There's certain artists that
Snoop
you're like,
has none, right?
yeah, none. But he has
Did
like
DMX win any?
none.
But you have to consider
How many
when
did Jay
these
get?
guys.
Jay started to get some close.
Jay-Z?
He has a lot.
He has the most. I think Jay-Z and Ye have the most. They're like 23, 22. But Kendrick is 25. I think 25. 25. Kendrick is two awards over. He gets two more. He's over Jay-Z and Kanye.
Because he was already that before. He was already the
I know,
Grammy.
he was sneaking a lot of
He was
Grammys.
already the artist that would win Grammys
And
all
he
the
didn't
time.
even win the Grammy that he didn't even win the Grammy that he should have won deserved.
Yeah. But
Like that one is not even accounted for, which is Good Kid, Bad City. That one didn't even
over
get.
the Macklemore
That
joint.
didn't get. I don't think it got anything.
No.
You got shout out that year to Macklemore.
He got, and he had beer nominations.
Which was a travesty.
So imagine he got those with what's going on today. He's already.
Yeah.
It's like
Think of
he's
a good kid. Think of it. Good Kid won nothing.
Yo, Good Kid won nothing.
And then they gave this record 5. Like it's just when
I know sometimes it's
I
an
know.
overcorrection.
Perfect storm. It's
Yeah,
a perfect
I
storm.
know.
I know.
And
crazy.
it's a culture. And I'm not saying cultural like culture. I just mean it is a cultural combination and culmination of a bunch of things converging on.
Can I ask you
one night? Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Both of you. Do you think that like when he first did the record, right?
When Kendrick first did Not Like Us?
Yeah. And then he put it out there and he did the video and he's having fun.
After, because he did the video after, yes.
Yeah. And he did the show and then he's thinking, yo, eventually I'm gonna stop doing this song and get back to what I do. And every single time he thinks that's gonna happen, more accolades and numbers and success happens with that particular. Yeah, that record is so synonymous with him. Drake now is so synonymous with Kendrick that if Kendrick was to go anywhere and perform and don't do that song, it will be a disappointment to the crowd.
No,
which is perfect.
No, it'll.
Because we're
No,
waiting.
It'll change.
No, it won't. It will
Because
not.
Drake gets away. We're not doing things
Trivelle,
back to back.
we just discussed.
He
has 5 Grammys for that song.
Yeah, he'll get away
Drake
with
didn't get. Drake didn't get no
I can
award
tell
for
you,
that.
He'll get away with it.
And then Drake eventually stopped performing
Back
to back.
Yes, but that song didn't get synonymous with a bunch of awards and
I
a
know,
bunch
I
of
know, I know.
and a bunch of number ones. That
And
song
number
keeps
ones
going back
too,
to
yeah,
number
yeah.
one,
They
number
just went
one,
back to
number one.
just
You
went
remember
back.
Drake kills it with the billboards, right?
Yes.
This year we're gonna see Kendrick at the Billboard Awards. The guy who people talk about didn't care about numbers is gonna be going to the Billboard Awards.
Yeah, because now he's getting in the numbers game. in that
Now
way.
he's in the numbers game officially.
No, I'm not saying it's not going to have a longer runway, but Kendrick don't seem like the type of artist that's going to want to milk this.
Well,
He's gonna have no choice, bro.
but you know, but what and why I kind of listening to maybe Trivelle a little bit is because the perfect storm and the perfect opportunity, which was to put that song
Bro,
on
I don't mean
the
10
GNX album.
Let me ask you- let me
would
say
have been
something.
a way to solidify.
I
it
don't
in
mean
that way.
10 years from now he's going to still play like us. But let me ask you a question. If you guys remember, do you remember when Back to Back came out? Did Drake take that song everywhere on his tour? Every single spot?
I believe he did.
I don't know if he did.
Oh well, I don't know.
When does Kendrick start a stadium tour?
Tomorrow.
it's soon.
It's very shortly.
When does it end?
Probably
at the end of the
quarter
year.
three. Quarter
Q3?
three, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
or maybe it extends. Depend. Oh, you think
Oh,
after
yeah.
this
Wait
year
a minute. No,
he's
it's
done?
extended. They're saying it's going to Europe now.
Yeah,
They're adding the Europe leg next. So he's taking that
it'll
too.
depend how long it is, right? But the song
This is going to be. My point is,
the
this
song
song
won't
is
live longer than
this
the
song is
tour.
going to be longer than what Back to Back
You think
did.
the tour is like the final?
He'll put it to
hurrah
bed
of
when the
it?
tour's done. Because the problem is he's starting the tour now. If it's in the set list, he can't remove it because it's what the people want to see. He's gonna have to keep it going for the tour, I think, unless something else major happens.
And I don't think if Drake they would have rioted if Drake didn't do Back to Back on that tour run.
Yeah, they will.
No, I don't think so.
I think it depends.
Depends on where.
Depends on
Did
where
Drake do? Did Drake do Back to Back in Philly?
I remember when Drake did.
Did Drake do Back to Back in Philly?
He might have. Wasn't there like a
During
a
that
hoopla?
time.
Wasn't there a hoopla about it?
Did he do Back to Back in Philly? That's all I want to know.
I think they said something.
Ask
that he did.
ChatGPT since it knows everything.
And it looks like the stadium tour goes up to June, but I don't
then
think
they're
this is
adding
counting the European.
Yeah, they're gonna add the
joints.
European joint.
June, June, something.
And if you think they're not
whatever.
going to Asia, you guys got nothing coming.
No. They definitely. Oh, what? No, I see August. I'm seeing August as well. No, that's for a different artist. Sorry.
Another guy. Who's that? Kendrick.
He performed it in Philly.
Because I do remember something
at
about
Wells Fargo Center
and what happened
in 2016.
Yeah.
So,
and that was like peak Drake season.
That's when the record came out.
I know, but all summer 16, like that Drake was out for blood in every way, even before.
Did Drake say Meek Mill's name in the song?
No, but we knew what it was.
Trivelle.
Oh, I see.
There is a different energy when you're talking about somebody in a record that we all know, and you're saying the name of the person without we even knowing who it is. It's gonna be a different scenario. Kendrick in Toronto saying Drake's name in this song.
Yeah,
at the stadium that Drake
Rogers.
didn't perform at. Remember, we were mad about that, right? We're like, Drake, why didn't you do the stadium once still?
You know when I really got mad about the Drake performing thing? I saw the residuals video for Chris Brown the other day when he was in South Africa and all the lights. I was like,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
you see, Chris Brown is that. Shout out Chris Brown for getting that. And finally getting that Grammy.
It could be Chris Brown redemption time, but let's lead in.
We're going.
No, but let's lead into the Super Bowl.
Whoa, he's about to say, how's that possible?
Wait, how's what possible?
About Chris Brown getting redemption. He just got a Grammy, bro. Do you know how long ago he got a Grammy? Do you know how long ago it's been? They hated him. They were throwing him to the dust.
Yeah, they were counting him out.
To the dust. He would get no look, bro, what was the award show that they say, hey, you can come do the greatest Michael Jackson tribute, and then after, as he's practicing, they're like, actually, you know what, Chris Brown, we thought about it.
Was it the BT one?
No, it wasn't BT. It was a big one. It was like American Awards or one of those
AMAs or something like that.
And then they said, you know what? I know we said we were gonna do it, but no. And he was fucking crushed, bro. That guy he's the only one that could do Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So I think there's a redemption road for him.
For
if you got a Grammy, that's where it starts. But go ahead.
But yeah, so we continue because
So
the
congratulations, you got five Grammys.
The Super Bowl literally it's an extension of that because February is all these various.
How do you feel about everybody singing the song there at the Grammys too?
Well, you think about it is LA.
But a lot of those people are not from LA.
But the majority of the people that are in the audience
are in the industry or LA. Even if you live somewhere
I know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, just
know what I mean. Like, there's a political nature to that. You got to be the one singing.
They were having
you're not going to be the one in that room not singing the record.
They had a good time. It looked like,
bro, it's a good song. If you're not diehard Drake, if you're not one of his mans, if you're not one of his friends, a diehard fan, you're just kind of watching this happen. You're gonna sing the lyric.
Yeah.
Bro, I sang the Is This a World Tour or Your Girls Tour? I know Meek would have been mad about that.
There's nothing wrong with it. But bro, if you tell me is it my tour or my girl's tour, I'm not that offended. I don't know. People get offended about the craziest things, bro.
Well,
that's not that offensive to me.
Yes,
no. I said, but I'm
Is that
different.
a world tour or your girl tour?
I'll say it's my girl's tour, and I still get paid.
I know that she told you to open up. What was it?
He said, "I know.
This ain't what you meant when she told you to open up more.
To open up more."
Twitter fingers.
See, that's the diss. That's to me. That's the diss.
And he's never stopped being a Twitter finger.
And he stayed on that. That's the diss.
So that really, yeah.
Shouts to all my boss bitches wiping nigga.
And that's a diss. But not the girl tour. I'm okay with that.
I did another one.
I know.
Still ain't done shit about the other one.
Yeah,
where y'all at?
That's what I'm saying. Those are the disses. I'm not taking the other one as that much of a diss.
I waited 4 days. Where y'all at?
Yo, if my girl is the greatest female rapper of all time, I'm not taking a diss to that, yo. I'm be honest. It's just my
because you're comfortable in who you are, but maybe
man. I'm open up for my girl, yo.
Diss to that until he drops some music and the whole crowd starts singing that.
No, I'm singing it too. Is it my girl's tour? I'm world tour or your girl's tour?
Drake, you sing a minor?
No, because that's you know what that means. The implications of that is might lose deals for that.
Yeah,
I might fucking. There's kids singing that. Bro. That's what's crazy.
I'm just happy.
Minors are singing that.
I'm happy. My boys in Australia right now happy.
Right. So okay. So we move on to so we move on to the Super Bowl part. Right. So the heat and the whatever of that is now used to propel the Super Bowl halftime performance.
Yeah, because y'all said the crescendo was Grammys until we said, no, we still got another big event.
Yeah, because you're not performing and you're not doing anything. You're just coming up and saying thank you.
And people were talking about whether, is he going to do the song? Is he going to do all the song? Is he going to do a piece of the If he's going to do a piece of the song?
We all knew who was going to do the record at the Super Bowl.
No, they didn't know for sure.
The NFL used it in the goddamn promo.
Eventually they did, but before they started to use Squabble Up and other ones, so it looked like TV off. So it looked like maybe he might not do it.
But
Trivelle, most people thought it was going to be like maybe the instrumental or like a piece.
Do it.
All right, so you wanted the few that
Not one of the few, bro. Like
you wanted a few.
Do it.
You knew he was going. You knew he was going to say Drake on the TV and say
and look at it and smile.
certified pedophile and all that.
Like he's Bow Wow pressing the red button during his verses or whatever. Okay, so but before we get to the not like us part of the Super Bowl itself, how did you feel about the performance in general?
Ooh. At the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Because this would be the first rapper to headline a separate like a
At first I was disturbed. I found it impressive he did no guests and he didn't sound like he had a backtrack. The vocal control and the shape, you know this, the physical shape you got to be in to do that.
That's crazy.
It's 13 minutes.
Nonstop.
Nonstop. And he kept his breath. I was just looking at the athletic feat of that.
Yeah.
Was my big takeaway. I thought that was very impressive.
Yeah. As an artist, you like you would know what it takes.
Yeah.
To deliver that and the state of mind and the state of being that you have to be to execute that, even a tenth of what he did for that.
That was difficult.
Yeah.
And he was moving around. Like, bro, he was
from here to there with these people with that, and the song changes and switches and all that. Like it and rap. That's hard, man. Mm-hmm. That's very difficult.
Very
like that part was impressive, and the look of how they did it was impressive in terms of the coordination, the colors. I thought the outfit was like the jacket was fly. There's just certain things that was cool about what he did.
If anybody told me that,
you can't say it was trash.
There's people saying it's trash.
I know, but
if anybody told me a rapper would do the halftime show, no backtrack, 15 minutes, no guests, I'd say no way.
Well, unless...
Well, you mean no guests, like not a bunch of different people coming in?
Yeah.
Because he did have a guest.
Because I just don't, man, I just think you got to take...
He didn't even want to guess, he rapped his friends.
Strong the whole time, too.
Yeah.
He didn't fade either. I mean, bro, it's
it was
no, it was a great performance. He did it. They set it up nice. Whoever coordinated that thing, they did that.
I'm just doing that based off going to shows. When I see shows and concerts, I see where the moment where sure the rappers give it to you, they dance it, but I see where they built into the show that little moment for them to get it back. And then they come again. A little backtrack moment, a little audience crowd play moment. Granted, they had those. They had the transitions. They had the Samuel L. Jackson. I'm not saying you didn't have those.
Yeah.
But bro,
you got to think. You got to go quick. You got to go quick.
It's one hell of a push.
At one time, right? You can't. It's not a redo.
Yep.
And by the way, I did find out that because a lot of these shows usually have like fireworks and all these things. Apparently, they didn't have any of that because Donald Trump was there. You can't have fireworks with sitting president in tow. So any other added pizzazz that could have been there.
That would have definitely been there.
That would have probably built in. Was you can't have any of that.
I thought it might have been. Well, actually, you can do fireworks in a dome. Never mind.
Yeah, they've done it.
Yeah, right.
So here's what I would say. What do you feel about because there was a lot. First of all, there was a lot of. I know we're saying that it was a dope performance, but there was a lot of flack for a lot of things. People said it was boring. People said it. Yeah, not doing the hits. To that specific indictment.
Huh? I do think it was about the money.
I think so too. I think so too.
So we didn't talk about this, but we were on the same page about that.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
When we were talking about the money split, and they're all cool.
Yeah.
And we are.
Yeah.
Money's still money.
Money's still money.
So if I'm getting 80-20 on these records and I'm getting 20 on the other ones, no.
Yeah. And you know what historically the Super Bowl does to songs of yours specifically?
No. Because you can't tell me that he didn't think I got to do swimming pools.
Exactly.
He thought about it for sure.
And
he thought about doing money trees. He thought there's certain records that he thought about.
The thing I thought about him doing,
if he did those, it would have been a better performance.
In terms of if he did all right in there.
I thought about all right? But then I thought about that he did it last year when he was there with the niggas.
Yeah, but
with Eminem.
That wasn't last year.
That was last year.
2 years ago in LA.
Yeah, I would have said.
Wait, that was 2 years ago in LA.
Rihanna's last year.
Yeah, okay, but it's like. Maybe he wants to use that time to do songs he hasn't done.
We gonna be all right while Trump is over there. That's different. But you doing?
No, I think he should have did it. But then I thought about that.
King Kunta,
I know.
There's certain things that could have.
But then he just put that through spoken word.
But I get it.
His protest.
No, I get it. Y'all don't get it. I get it. It made sense.
I'm sure that his bottom line is very great.
Tell him what he said.
But I think it was
tell him what he won.
I don't think it was no deep philosophical thing. I think, how much I make how much
That's what people are saying.
Because also remember, keep in mind, the NFL does not pay you to do the Super Bowl.
That's what they say.
And you pay your own production. I think they help you with a smidgen of production costs. It's like a credit. They say, hey, we'll pay this much, and you have to choose to put in more money if you want to do a better performance.
Correct. Yes. Exactly.
So you can do
as
what
an artist, you got to find a way to recoup and benefit from this.
And especially if you, because for example, Rihanna doing her entire catalog, you get it because she's not even an active musician.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
When you think about when Beyonce did the Christmas thing, what did she do? Exactly.
But when Usher did last year. Why did you say Rihanna?
Usher's.
So it's been 3 years then.
LA was a while ago.
Yeah, it's not that recent. It's not as recent as
because Usher was last year.
Usher was last year.
Before that was Rihanna on the stilts. Yeah. Before that was I think.
But Usher did it. But see, Usher he did a lot of his hits, and he dropped the album that same day, and he didn't do a bunch of new records because the album wasn't out anyway.
Yeah, but it's also
So he couldn't.
Hold on. Why are you taking so long to answer me this question?
Even though he would have, because that album is independent, so he would have made way more money doing songs like that.
Stupid bread.
Wait, I'm trying to find out when did Dr. Dre do the Super Bowl? What?
3 years ago.
Okay, 2022. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, but if you think about it, because everybody that you named has a reason why they need to rely on their legacy hits predominantly, because yes, he did do his double diamond song, Humble and DNA and all of the stars and stuff like that. But the chunk of it was from that album. But the point is that on the Billboard now,
I could have done without SZA, by the way.
In what regard?
I could have done without her being part of that.
But what did you not like about it?
If you're gonna use SZA, use her more. He barely used her. If she's gonna be there for that, it's okay. Don't use her. Just do another song.
But I think that, but based on what you were saying,
if you replace SZA with swimming pools.
but
would you have been mad about that?
No, not at all. But here's what you just answered the question earlier, because what that did was it gave him a little bit of a break.
Yes,
the breather. Yeah, okay.
And to switch and get ready for the next.
I literally watched that and I said, she's here only for transition.
But then that's my point.
Especially how Samuel cut her off.
She's my sis.
Fam, get anyone else.
Who?
Why? He's gonna get the home
Samuel
team.
Jackson to
I'm bringing SZA because I'm going on a stadium tour with her. Just come stand with me.
Well, guess what? It was worth it for SZA. You know why? Because on the Billboard top 10, 30 for 30 with Kendrick is number 10.
That they didn't even do. Someone typed Kendrick. Kendrick and SZA, and then said, "What's this?"
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So and then the rest of the list, in case you want to know, is number 1, Not Like Us on Billboard. So that's returned. The number 2 is Kendrick and SZA, Luther. Drop it like it's hot.
We said that song was coming. We said it had to, even if it's slow.
Then number 3 is Fan. Not Like Us Part 2.
TV off?
Sound wise. Yeah, TV off. And then Squabble Up is number 5. And then 30 for 30, number 10. So for SZA, she's looking at it, and TD, they're probably like, yep, it was definitely worth it to have her face there, because everyone started searching her more. And then these
and they're going on tour, man.
And also, that's probably his throwback to them. Like, yo, look, y'all, I'm not going to do nothing for the TDE catalog. I love y'all. But don't worry, give me SZA. We'll make this work.
And for their current bottom line.
We're doing
for
their tour.
Yeah, it's like a commercial.
For us.
Well, you have to treat it like a commercial, right? So, but other than that, the indictments, if you didn't the thing I don't like though, like the Kendrick stands.
Tell us, Chief Keef.
Which that song just went diamond, I think.
Nice,
which is big. Shout out Chief Keef. The thing that I didn't like about people who
the original or the remix.
Original, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or I might, you know what? I might even be wrong. I think it's Love Soul, so I'm an idiot. Sorry. Because that's his song. Because it's Lil Reese.
Fucking right,
for sure.
Shit.
Fuck, now you made me forget I was gonna say.
No, you're talking about the SZA, Kendrick doing the songs, the tour, TDE.
No,
ladies and gentlemen, he's gone.
No. Okay, no. What I wanted to say in that regard is that, like, I understand the for people who say, the reason why because you could not like the performance, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I don't like people saying the reason why you guys didn't like it is because you didn't get it and you didn't get all the hidden symbols and stuff like that. No. But it's important to talk about because
lazy as a commentary. I think from the people who make that commentary, I'm not smart enough. That's your answer.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, because I don't care about that. I didn't get all the symbolism, and I like the performance.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop that as a society and people in music and art. We really do. Stop saying something sucks because you don't get it. That's fucking bullshit. You guys have done. You've watched movies. You've looked at art. You've worn clothes. You've read books of stuff that you didn't understand, but you're like, it's dope.
Well, no, I mean, look, let's not rob him of it. We see it in movies all the time. My favorite directors do this.
Nolan.
And Kendrick is amazing at this. Mm-hmm. If you just want to listen to it for a good listen, it'll do that.
Yes.
And if you want a deep dive, there's stuff in there for you. Kendrick has been great at that.
Yes.
Let's not pretend the performance was that. I'm not saying he didn't try and do that. I personally found it enjoyable to watch, but I would also understand the people who didn't.
But including Samuel and some of those imageries does give a little bit of more of those layers.
There's stuff there to pull.
To go pull. But don't say you looked at that
game and all that stuff.
Yeah, don't say you looked at it. I don't get it, so it's not good.
The game over thing,
or getting mad at people that don't like it, saying the reason why you don't like it is because you don't get all the hidden stuff.
You don't understand. You're a racist.
But that's why this needs to go to bed now because
except the racists, we don't fuck with y'all.
You know this. The Grammy wins, the performance.
Yeah,
it's all sublimation of how do you feel about the battle.
I think that
the battle continues.
How do you feel about the battle, right? And if you think Kendrick won the battle, you gotta love all these moves. And if you think Kendrick won the battle and but it's kind of mid, then you gotta try and downplay these moves.
Yeah. No, I know, but I think but I don't like people that are on extreme sides of any side. And I'm okay with people that explain their bias first. Like when you say that, you love Drake and we all say that we fuck with Drake and then we kind of go to explain our positions. Like I think it's different than people who try to pretend to be completely objective and then their bias shows like their underwear showing or their ass cracker showing. I don't appreciate that because it's disingenuous. I'm talking about for both sides of the spectrum, like both extremes. People that are diehard Kendrick fans that forgive and excuse everything, and then people that are diehard Drake fans that won't even live or allow things to be rooted in any kind of reality or logic just because you love the person. But it's okay to be a little rational. Like there is what? But
most people are not
going to do that. Like this is just this as a topic, as a subject matter, as a concept has been adjudicated. People are on the sides that they're on. All these moments were representations of people's existing bias.
Yes.
Yes, they amplified it. Yes.
This performance, it didn't change nothing.
They were waiting for it. They're waiting for things to...
If you think what you thought before, you think the same things now.
Yeah, because, I
want to meet... I personally want to meet the people who were Drake fans. Drake lost this and are no longer Drake fans and are now Kendrick fans or people like...
See, and I don't think that demographic even exists.
I don't think it exists
anybody has gone into this a Drake fan.
Yeah.
Left a Kendrick fan.
I don't think so either.
People that are no longer Drake fans.
Yes, that's different.
I don't think Kendrick converted nobody.
No, I don't think so.
Let me tell you something.
I don't think so.
I've listened to Kendrick Lamar's music damn near 15 years. Since Buried Alive when he was on that Drake record.
To the Canadian and
I want you to know there's nothing in Kendrick's catalog to replace.
Oh boy, here we go. This is when he starts.
Just hold on.
We're going home. Jordan.
There's nothing there to replace Marvin's Room.
Well, no, I mean, come on.
There's nothing in there to replace. I don't even think there's anything in there to replace Look Alive. In terms of what that felt like when you heard that in the club and you was in that dance with Block Boy JB. Bro,
But that's because the club is not the same anymore.
This guy has his spot. And if you are off of him now because of the suing and this and the third and he's become too rich and he's too unapproachable, bro, I get it. But Kendrick don't have nothing for you.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. It's a perfect segue to go into the Drake the Party Next Door Drake album actually because we're just gonna go in order of how these things. So I will say this. First of all, congratulations to Party Next Door. Because
for a real Saga legend, boy.
Because I'm gonna tell you this.
Saga City in the nighttime.
The amount of work that this man has put in.
Also, John River. Oh no. Brother, and I love your bro. And I know you got sick in it. I think you got sick for a minute. And
yes, he did.
John, stop it right now.
Especially if you're only talking about the fucking album cover. If that's what you're talking about.
We don't know what he's talking about.
Well.
Stop it right now.
As well, he's got to come out and say what he's talking about.
You have no idea how much, because bro, every time I see a John River sighting, because I still remember West Block, nigga. I still remember that. Mm-hmm. Every time there's a John River sighting in the zeitgeist, I hope it's a great thing because I want the world to see John River the way I saw John. Okay. Say I ain't bounce, nigga. I remember that John. When I began to scroll and read
I didn't like seeing that.
The preponderance of what you wrote, to end with, this is not even for legal, it's just so the world would know, brother. Yo, where are your friends?
Is that what? Wait, I didn't even see that.
Someone should have taken his phone.
I didn't see
Telling me the man. So let me get this straight, John. For almost a decade, all right, people sat and took your style and your concept and your artistry and your essence. The man used words like this.
Oh, I didn't get that deep.
You brought body oils and stuff into
To
it.
take
I didn't get
your
that.
album cover. You're so much better than this, bro.
Is that what he was really
Well,
about?
that's what it's. But what else could he be talking
Well,
about?
shout out Run and Gun, yo. They got that. Shout out my niggas, man.
Bro, shout out
Run and Gun, J.O. Mares, Goudini. They those are Saga City legends too. They got an album covered beside the Mississauga
Monroe
Maryland
Towers.
Bro,
Bros.
shout out that second story parking lot where you could park the car and get the same view and be having a time over there.
Oh yeah, we had great time.
Yo, shouts out to that as well.
Yeah.
You can't take that shot as yours.
That's
we
one of
all know where the picture's taken if you're from the city.
Yeah.
And that's one spot where my pants got messed up.
Yo, the full circle an hour later is actually fucking insane.
I'm just telling you.
And I respect it.
And that's
Hey.
I'm bougie.
But yeah,
I'm like, after the reality is done, I'm like,
yeah.
damn, my pants, man. Fuck.
But yeah, I was congratulating Party because
Party. Yes.
he finally gets his time in the sun in regards to the worldwide recognition and critical acclaim of something like in a tangible, because we live in a number society, right? At the end of the day, everything is numbers based. And from his last project,
Thanks,
doing
Jay-Z.
37, yeah, right? Well, yeah, all of them. DMX,
Diddy.
all of them. Yeah, oh God. From doing
Foxy
37K year for for his last album.
What this do? Do we know?
This
Yes, it's out now.
250K first week.
Good.
So
Very good.
very, very good.
You know that if he with the Drake surplus, if he did the 250, they would have been on him.
I know.
So
And it's a straight up love record. This is a great
And remember,
Shouts out to all y'all.
and remember, y'all who don't understand.
I'm gonna come in, but you
I
say
remember
your things
all y'all
first.
that don't understand numbers. That's 250 with no single.
None.
There was none single, no single that was on the radio,
That's what people run into it on the day.
no video song that came out earlier, and you get to hear nothing. Just
I've been waiting
just
for
them.
Party Next Door to get his Drake link like this.
I know we all did.
Wait, yeah.
Since they
That's-
shelved his Over Here video. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Do you remember
No,
that?
I don't.
He had a record on Over Here, which was
Yes,
on his
we do-
Welcome
yes.
to the Party, his first mixtape.
Yeah.
Bro, they shot the videos in front of it was in front of a Chinese restaurant, bro, and they showed
Because I had Drake on it, right?
bro, he was in the video with
Yeah,
it. I remember
a
Drake
Chinese
getting
restaurant.
out of like a Phantom or something like that.
Yeah.
Doing the record, and Party was. I never knew the reason why they shelved it. I'm not really involved like that, but I know it's a video they shot because I know people who were on set and they shot the joint.
Yeah.
And they shelved it. Video never saw the light of day. Has never seen the light of day.
Wonder what happened in it.
Exactly. I've been waiting for him to get this level of commercial. There's a lot of people that don't know that Party wrote work for Rihanna.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, guys.
I know, but
There's
they
people that don't know that.
No, but
they don't know.
I
There are people that don't know that Rihanna came up in the studio when she was rocking with Drake, heard that, and said, "Yeah, that one."
but can we stop giving those people those the blies?
But they don't understand the industry
They're
and
not
how it
deep-
works.
yeah,
so
they're
it's
not-
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have this now. Okay, we've had it for how many years?
Whenever you got your phone.
Go
People-
on.
yeah, but
Just
people don't
say
be looking that
Siri,
deep into records.
Google. What?
People don't be looking deep into records.
But that doesn't make any sense. The
Unless they're
ignorance.
Kendrick
We have
OnlyFans.
all the answers, and now the ignorance is. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, ignorance actually raises with more
It's
awareness
just crazy.
and access to
People were
information.
looking in the album covers to read who did this, what. Now we don't have to do none of that shit, and we won't ask. Ask Chat GPT, anything you want. It's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, shouts out to Party for real.
Shout out to Party.
250 plus.
Right? And here's the things you have to consider.
Are there videos coming off this project? Just speed round question. Do you think
Nokia.
Nokia for sure?
They're
Again,
gonna do a fun one for that
They're
one.
definitely doing Nokia. They're gonna do. I mean, he should do Give Me a Hug.
He can't.
I know, but he should.
He can't. Because it would.
I don't give a fuck. Do Give Me a Hug. That's the one that's the highest.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's
Do it, yo. If you hear what they say, if you hear the game, shoot the ball. You got the ball, shoot it.
Timmy's Dilemma.
Wait, but there is kind of there's a visualizer, isn't there? There's something.
So put out the
aren't they in
full
the
thing.
car? isn't the visual like them in the car or something?
Timmy?
I miss
Yeah, that's
you.
well. I saw that. I swear, unless I'm incorrect. But here's what I want to say.
No hook. They can't do a video for it.
Here's what I will say about.
He could do Brian Steele a little quick something. He could do Crying in Chanel. There's certain
Bro,
things.
I'm not too certain he doesn't do the intro. That intro
Yeah,
slaps.
I
I
was
know he
gonna
might.
say,
No, you know what? He
That's
might.
the entire record.
He's gonna. What color is the entire? He might do that one because it's just there.
It's
already.
And
easy.
it's
to do.
vibing around the city in some crazy foreigns.
Yeah.
Because if he did No Face in the mall, he can do Cientar.
Yeah, but that never dropped. That was a collab. That was a clothing thing one day.
I know, but it was all over the internet.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, it doesn't have to be an official video, but he's gonna do. They got to do something in front of
I also
CTON.
can't believe No Face didn't do more damage. I thought that record was incredible.
Well, on TikTok is doing damage.
But we know
recently
that.
They've woken up to it and
We
started
know that's
using it. It sounds.
Huh? Yeah, that's a that would be a
250 organically. Yeah,
that would be
So here's what I will say.
He would have forced 5 something if he had the label with him right now.
Well, here's
and a single. Yeah, I think
so.
so.
Here are a couple of things to consider.
Sorry, you've been trying to talk for a long time.
No,
do your thing, man. XPRESS.
because
Yes, sir. I do represent GS. Guaranteed to put a hold in your vest.
right,
Yo, he's a violent nigga. Go ahead.
So here's what I will say. Here's some things to consider. Understand that this is not, in all intents and purposes, for the definition of what we understand, a major label release. Technically,
no, he snuck it in through parties.
This is OVO. This is OVO Sound, which is distributed through Santa Ana, which has distribution with Foundation through Sony. So it's a lot of
So Foundation is through that too?
Yeah, something like that. So Foundation or whatever. But Santa Ana
unofficial
is
license to UMG though. UMG
no, because the reason why that's named is because Drake is on it.
Gotcha.
That's more so.
Yeah.
Right.
His name. Yeah,
so there was some discrepancies happening because people were looking on Apple Music and iTunes and they weren't able to find it when they would go to any of the artist page, especially in iTunes. But the problem is, and because we know this because we're in music, is when two artists are the primary artist, it's almost like it creates a new artist listing for that thing. So it won't go on one or the other in a clear and direct way because it doesn't start with Drake because it's Party Next Door's name. And then Drake, it doesn't latch on to your thing to where, so there people are saying that there's a sabotage going on, which, is neither here nor there. That could be the case. It might not be the case. But the point is that the machine that is putting everything everywhere is not the UMG machine for all intents and purposes. And we know at the end of the day that UMG, their push up, the way they have the industry in terms of radio, in terms of billboards, in terms of promotion, in terms of everything all encompassing, does a lot more for your music versus any of the other ones.
Sorry, they call 250 first week numbers just inside baseball. This thing dropped Friday. How are they already calling the numbers? It's too early because of how they do the music.
And because a lot of physicals, it was a lot of physical, physical orders. And there's a lot of physical, people were buying because the OVO Sound had the link of the actual thing. Okay. So there's all these.
Apparently they had it a few days before the release.
Yeah, pre-orders. Yes, it was available for pre-orders. So they're able to. So it could actually, by the time
it could be more.
It could be. It was actually less, and then it went more because they counted everything. So it could even go more by the time it's the official on the thing. But the point is that
that's why I say projected.
Right. So without having that machine and all these different things against you, and not having singles and this and that, and I'm not trying. This is not like a copying plea thing because I don't give a shit about any of that. I'm just speaking from someone who understands music to a certain degree. That is a great number. Party Next Door is the primary artist for all intents and purposes. Like this is.
Can you explain that to them to make sure they understand that? Because I've been arguing with people online. They don't understand how important.
Which part of it? Like,
that this is Party Next Door is
he's the primary he's the primary artist, so everything is going through him. Everything is going through his stats. Everything is going through what he's done in the industry up to this point, and especially as it pertains to being on streaming services and being, because eventually if you look on Party Next Door's page on these various streaming and purchases, you'll eventually see the album, but it doesn't show up the same way for Drake because they honestly haven't done this before, right? They've never put out a joint project. And if you type in anybody's music that has more than one artist as the primary artist on the project,
and you're only talking about iTunes? You talking about iTunes, or are you talking about
all of them? Like it's very, but yes, especially when you buy music because it has to pick somebody's name. Somebody's name has to precede the other. And Drake is not about to now step on Party in that way to where it's Drake and Party Next Door, because that doesn't make any sense. Like this is Party Next Door. He had a song on there where he would say some sexy songs for you. Like that this was his concept. This is his album.
There must be a timeline because now that I type in Drake, it shows that album.
Yeah, they fixed it.
Yeah, they fixed
it. And the algorithm has time to.
But they fixed it by the time I went to look at it.
Yeah,
when's Valentine's Day? Friday. So I would have went to look at it. Probably 3 a.m. on the 14th Eastern Standard, and I found it under Drake's name. Now, granted,
you did.
I looked at it on Spotify though.
Oh no!
I'm talking about iTunes
because now we're talking about where you purchase.
Also, for 30 seconds, for like a moment, I was wondering, like, is this going to be on Spotify?
And that's a valid question. Because when you
Even
think
though
about
they
the
said-
UMG ties with Spotify, you would think, yeah, but
I physically
But it was there,
went on
it's there.
iTunes and went to typed in Drake. Like I get it, you guys see it on the page, whatever that page you said you found, the front page.
Yeah,
right? But if you
twice on my
type
front
Drake
page.
first, you go to the albums, it's not there. That's what
it's not a Drake-
I
'cause it's not a
physically
Drake
did, guys.
album.
Just so you guys know, it's not some cape it. I typed Drake.
it's not a Drake album.
I looked through the albums. There was not Drake. Then I had to go to see more albums, and then go down a down page, scroll, and at the bottom, I saw the album. Party Next Door. I typed it in. It didn't show it at the first,
recent
but then
albums, yeah.
at the latest, the last on the first page, it showed it. But if you typed Party Next Door and Drake, then the album showed up first.
because it's like a new entity. It's
Showed up right away.
they're looking at it as Party Next Door and Drake as a new artist, like as a new group. Like I wish,
But that
it's
part
hard.
people
only
can't- I know,
musicians,
I know.
only musicians and people that
It's-
upload their music to DistroKid
no way
and,
for us to-
and all these different things will understand. Everybody else is just going to think that it was some kind of sabotage from the from the labels and that are trying to the end Drake thing.
So like, see now I'm going. I went on Party Next Doors and went through all the albums, and that album was not there
Right. It's not on iTunes.
on iTunes until on the first on the albums of like going through the albums on his page.
Of his albums.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But on Drake's,
'Cause
it's number 1 now. On Parties, it doesn't show it at all.
So they updated it. See, there's updating that's going on in real time that people
Interesting.
don't really like. And at the end of the day, look, if you want to listen to the album and you want to find it, you're gonna find it. So all
Yes,
the
of
tricks
course,
that
yes.
they're doing that they could be doing and not doing, like at the end of the day, if you're trying to consume the album, you're gonna find it. You're gonna purchase it. You're gonna stream it. You're gonna find a way. So I get it. And once again, when you're on a major label, they take care of all that right away.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a major label in the way that you guys understand a major label. Like this is a Sony
scroll these albums
Santa
for a
Ana
second.
business. So
And
it's
just
not,
scroll on the album section there and see if you see that album.
look at,
Just want to make sure I'm not
a live
Just want to make sure
demonstration.
I'm not because I people be like, oh, that's that nigga on Twitter. That's right. It's not there, right? But then type Drake.
Bro,
Type Drake there.
I'm literally at other people's music.
Like that's weird. That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah, yeah.
Bro, I'm at just so you can see how far this went. I'm at the Love album from Diddy.
God.
This
See?
thing showed me Diddy before it showed
Diddy.
me Party's actual
It's still
thing.
showing Diddy, and didn't even show that album.
Oh my God.
This is crazy.
I think that's weird. I don't know what you guys want. Like, fine, you'll find the album, but it's weird. I
But then
shouldn't.
if I go to Drake, it comes up.
Right? Yeah, now it does. It's the first one. Like it's like
on
it's
title, it shows it perfectly for both
Oh,
of
it's
them
right there.
for me.
yeah, but it was never right there before.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
And Party Next Door is definitely the first name on here.
And that's what I'm saying. So now what happened? They fixed it, but then offsetted his.
Hey, but in that case,
Or is it because the song? Or is it because his song, "Give Me a Hug," is the biggest record of the album? So the algorithm is saying, well, the biggest record is Drake, so I'm going to put it as a Drake.
We're gonna
Is that-
because that one. His
'Cause I
name
don't get
is,
it.
is
Yeah, but then if I'm Party, I want the rub off of it.
I know. So that's what I'm saying.
I still want it to show up on my joint. Pause.
because remember, because I look at Nokia, it's only Drake's name, and I look at Give Me a Hug, it's only Drake's name.
Oh, see, the two biggest, and those are the two biggest songs, right?
Those are the songs that people are talking
Man.
about.
I didn't even know. I didn't.
Oh, shit.
That's shit.
Nokia, yeah, Nokia, big,
Yeah.
wow.
So
popularity.
Drake, so the two biggest songs is the Drake songs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, it's
Nokia.
So it's gonna
Nokia,
register as a Drake album.
on
iTunes.
which is why people were saying, "Why are you guys sabotaging Drake?" Because it wasn't showing up under Drake's
It
at
wasn't.
first.
Yeah, it
so
wasn't-
that
it
was
wasn't showing.
so that's where that argument comes from. But now it's like now we need to use that to our advantage. But anyway,
Well, shut up. We still Party album, yo. Shout out Party, getting that.
yeah, no, most definitely.
250. Are you crazy?
That's a big move.
Yeah.
Well, where else can we go? We can go places.
gonna land?
Well, one of the news is that the news is
ASAP's off.
yeah.
He didn't shoot his own friend. I told y'all this. I feel like I did a breakdown of the last episode. Did I do it on the short? Just with y'all?
No, you-
privately?
Oh wait.
Was that the part
remember.
that got deleted?
No.
No, then it's on there then.
No, but I don't remember editing it, so I don't think it's on there.
Yeah, I think the deep dive was not on it.
Okay.
That's weird.
But I had done a
We
deep dive
did
with my
one
friends.
before, but then the deep dive one,
the
I don't think it
deeper
was.
dive.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's pause. Yeah, but that.
But yeah, he's free. ASAP never
He's
shot his
free.
own friend. I knew
See,
that.
guys, that's why he didn't take the deal.
But ASAP, time to move because for your friend to plot on you like this, something's wrong.
Yeah, he lives where? New York? Is ASAP in New York with Rihanna, or are they somewhere
No,
else?
where they found the gun and stuff, all this happened in LA, as far as I know. That's why we got the news so late.
Oh, right. Yes.
Y'all thought it was just leaving court at 8 o'clock at night.
At 7, 8
Yeah,
o'clock.
you know what? That is very
That
true. I
makes
just thought about that.
LA time.
Yeah, that's what. And yeah,
Get away, yo. Get away, yo.
And everybody that came to ASAP's defense, they were even saying like the stuff with the guns and the prop guns, like it wasn't even his. Like it. So I guess we really doubted how sure they were that this would not go the opposite way. So I guess he didn't want
because we've seen so many innocent niggas go to jail. We've seen high profile people go to jail that didn't do what they said or whatever, or have to correct their name after being in the bin for how long. So it was nice to see this guy bet on himself, bet on his legal team. His legal team was actually right in their suggestion, because people, I remember I watched a lot of y'all say it was the same people saying he's dumb for not taking that 10-month deal or 12. I think it was 3 years probation, 10 months in the bin. Yeah. And they said, "Yo, think about your family. Like, take the." But obviously, he knew something. His lawyers knew something that said, "Hey, we will get you off, bro. We will. Just trust." And it's a gamble. Don't worry, it's scary.
It's still a gamble at the end of the day, no matter how sure you think.
Yeah, that's scary, but that's a different kind of trust. And look, it paid off for him. So congratulations on him and his family. But yo, we got to be careful with our so-called friends, yo, and we got to be careful with people who we let into our lives, and because these niggas could be besties, your cousins, your this, that, and be fucking plotting against you.
Bro, just think how long the man had to be mad at ASAP, right? Rocky.
Yeah, for whatever.
To be in his home.
Damn, man.
To collect shells from a gun that he knows he has. Damn. To keep them. To then be in an altercation with him. Maybe some years later. Because when's the last time he was at his crib like that?
Clearly not, yeah.
Be in an altercation.
And it's for what? For money?
In and out of camera.
Yeah. Yes.
Not necessarily know what the camera footage shows or doesn't show.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wouldn't know about the out of camera thing.
No. Yeah.
He probably think it's just word of mouth. Let the police officers go. Scout the area. Say that they found no bullets, no shell casings.
No case, yeah.
And think to yourself, oh man, I still got those shell casings from the last time. We were probably shooting guns together, whatever. Let me go get those and give them to the police.
And say it's from there. Because it is his.
So I could put this guy, who I've known since I was a child.
Damn.
Who I know is a recent father of young children.
Oh my God.
Behind bars.
That's crazy.
For the better part of 2 decades. Or no, I don't know.
They said it was 2 decades, but it was like no, but it was really 12 or like it was less.
Put him behind bars for 10 years. I'm gonna make him not raise his children.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stop oodles amounts of his money.
Yeah.
For reasons that are only known to me. Bro, ASAP really sat in the courtroom.
Yeah.
And recounted a full story and tale of a man that he called his dog.
That's crazy.
Shooting.
Yeah.
Bro, they're all ASAP.
Yeah.
They're really crew like that.
Yeah.
Said take the name.
It's crazy.
I can't even say I've never seen. I've seen crazy stuff.
Of course,
but this is up there.
In hip hop and of a recent thing, it's kind of a new. It's kind of new to kind of see.
At least Gunna could say, "Bro, I took an Alfred plea."
Yeah, like
we've seen niggas fall out. You know what I mean? We've seen niggas fall out that we couldn't believe eventually fall out. But to see a nigga who was brothers actually go to the extent of that, right?
Testify.
Like, we've seen we've seen Dame Dash and Jay-Z not cool anymore. We've seen these, you know what I mean? All these guys have their, and bicker and talk shit behind each, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But to go to, I want to ruin your life like that? That's
nuts. It's
that's thank
you
God.
Never know
man.
who it can
thank
come.
God.
You never know who it can come from.
Thank God, man, because there's a lot of niggas that are in jail that are innocent that didn't do that shit that they said that they didn't have the right legal team or they fucked up whatever their plan was.
The chain of evidence or whatever, like all that kind of stuff.
Like sitting in jail, bro. He could have been another statistic, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy to think about, man. But happy he's home.
No, for sure.
Yeah. But for real, dog, like move. Like, look, I'm not a street guy.
Yeah, me neither.
But I do understand the idea of you got to be loyal to the people that you came up with. Yeah, I don't know what y'all was into, like
back in the days
when y'all was running. So I get it. But man, bro, like if there's, I don't want to sound like that, but like if you got to, there has to be a way to keep some of these things a bit more separate.
Yeah, we don't have to be.
Yeah,
we don't have to see each other all the time.
Why are you taking out a starter pistol on your man's anyway? Like I shouldn't have been able to see that video footage either.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's that part.
That part. Well, yeah. Since we're in the courts of acquittal, I guess we should talk about the other one that permeated I don't know. The
Jay-Z?
zeitgeist for a long period of time.
Yeah,
Jay-Z?
that y'all want to pretend.
Charges drop.
Crickets.
I didn't hear nothing about that though.
Crickets.
Silence.
I didn't hear nothing about that.
Silence.
Crickets.
I heard y'all say he should have went to that premiere with his daughter. I heard y'all say that.
Yeah, I definitely heard that. Look at
I've
this.
heard no apologies.
None from the major networks
None.
outside of
I've heard
apparently
no apologies.
None.
apparently only CNN and TMZ. Everybody
Announced
else,
everyone.
all the other ones that were dragging
Fox, all them shits.
their radios, no follow up.
Yo, where's Jaguar Wright? Remember when Jaguar
Yeah,
Wright
was killing it. Killing.
Yeah.
Got her run of fame as well.
Jay-Z,
running around.
you're next.
Yeah. What? Yo, I don't like these are the these
Y'all get so thirsty for a nigga to go down, bro. Honest to God.
literally.
Pause.
No, but
And-
I mean, no, but for this purposes, I get
They get so thirsty for rich, influential, successful
black.
Yeah.
men.
They want Jay-Z to fail. They want Beyonce to fail. They want Drake to fail. They want LeBron to fail. They want all these. Oh, it's always this. I don't understand it. And it be your own people too.
Yo, my thing is this. Okay,
Crazy, man.
If we do a 1-to-1 comparison,
Yeah.
right? Like, and I hate to do this one, but okay, Jay-Z to Diddy, right?
Yeah.
Diddy might not be guilty of certain things,
Yeah.
but there's a hell of a lot that he's guilty for you to know that is in his nature
to look at him
as
a
to
kinda
why
way.
people can now come
yeah.
up every single day, have a new indictment against him. Because you know what? Maybe 20 of them are false, but guess what? 3 of them are right, and that's enough for there to be an issue.
We've seen him do something that is wrong. Like
in the public,
we've seen it. Like we've seen it.
Specifically with our own eyes. I ask you this.
What the fuck did y'all see Jay-Z do?
What did Jay-Z do that you guys say, no, he's capable of this?
Get rich,
like what
bro.
glimpse?
That's
That's
it.
the thing.
That's
Get
it.
rich.
Get rich.
Get rich and
Y'all
people
didn't
mercy.
want this nigga to go to his daughter and wife's premiere of their movie.
That one
Like
of their
they
most
said he
important
should.
days. Yeah.
They literally was killing him for going with his family to their premiere. I watched y'all.
Get rich and be from Mercy.
That's
And tell us that you started
crazy,
out
bro.
pushing dope.
Nothing on
and
the
care
nigga.
about his wife winning awards and stuff like that, and you guys just say he bought all the awards except
what
the
a
most
monster.
except the most
Oh,
important
yeah,
one.
a black man is the most
that's the
powerful
other thing
man
we
in the
didn't talk
world. Oh
about.
yeah.
We didn't even talk about Cowboy Carter
Oh
winning.
yeah, sorry,
a
yo,
fucking-
wait, because we talked about that before the Grammys. Congratulations,
Yes.
Beyonce. They
it up.
finally gave her
the album,
the
of
album
the year.
that she's been deserved
Which
with
they
the
said
awards.
that Jay-Z bought every single
Oh, yeah,
award
he-
that she's
he-
ever gotten, but not the one that she's been wanting
How'd
to
he get
get.
her the country one then?
And we saw some of the country people pissed off on TV.
Some.
Because she got nothing
All
at
of
the
them,
CMAs,
all of
right?
them. Oh, we saw a lot of them. All
Bro,
of them.
there's sometimes in America.
Sometimes in America, it's fucking funny.
Sometimes in America, little things will happen.
Yo, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
And it'll remind me, oh, we're not.
Yeah, we're not
Hold
that
on.
far
We
away
didn't get there
from.
yet.
No, not the where
We're
we
better. We're better than Martin thought.
Yes,
But I just want to point out when people say, "Yo, Martin Luther King would have been happy we had a president." Does people say that? I just want you guys to know that Martin Luther King existed in a time where a couple of his homies were just, dying.
yo,
Literally.
Bro, they were just getting roughed up and shot and
Yeah.
accidentally dropped off bridges and thing.
yeah.
So for him, maybe we'll get a president one day.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. Like such a big, yeah.
Yeah, but if he lived in our life now, I'm sure he'd be telling us, y'all might want a little bit more than this.
Yeah. Like there's no like the indictments against Jay-Z and black excellence is just because they're a bad, and this is why I
Bro,
hate
he's the
Diddy's-
last one, eh?
Yo,
He is.
In terms of in our
I know.
in our urban milieu and our culture and our
That
age
has-
group.
yeah.
That hasn't been.
Because Denzel's too old for us, I would say, in
Yeah,
terms
yeah.
of he aged out.
Yeah, and he's not
Will
doing
Smith
yeah.
just slapped the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth. Diddy behind bars. 50 Cent just smoking on that Irv Gotti pack has
smoking on the Irv Gotti pack, smoking on the BMF pack of
Now
all the actors.
we just got a Joe Budden.
and then he just got Joe Budden. So like,
So yeah, 50's busy.
50's very busy. 50's
that's a
very
great
busy.
way to put it. That's
So-
a great
Still
way
a
to
legend,
put it.
He's
Bro,
busy.
it's Jay.
It's
Yeah.
Jay, because who else we got?
Like, we need
Yeah,
him.
That
we-
feels like they from around where we from.
And is up there
Steve
and
Stout's not
saying
in the
you could.
media. Steve Stout not in the media like
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
He paid too though. It could be him if he was more of a public figure.
Yeah.
But we don't have many, right? We don't have many.
Listen.
He's one of the last. And after that,
And you look at what Kanye is doing. Like,
Yeah, Kanye's
what
doing to
Ye's
sabotaging
So it's
himself.
so it's like,
And I
so
fucking
Jay-Z,
love Ye.
So with Jay-Z, like,
I
if
hate
you,
when a crazy person has a good point.
I know, man.
Because
because bro, I be believing with Kanye until I don't.
Yo, I'm like, yo, he's right. He's right. Damn it, why'd you say that one?
No, hold on.
Or he's wrong. He's wrong.
He's right 5 times. Kanye has not been. Ye has not been right 5 times in a row.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Not recently.
Where was the one we said, okay, Lee or
See, because he was right about the Leo part. See that, and that's unfortunate. But when you're starting your tweet with, "Okay, yeah, I've beat women" or whatever, I don't want to hear the rest of it, and I don't care where that's coming from.
I encourage everybody to go back to the "Don't Like" remix where he said, "I'd never hit a woman ever in my life."
Yeah, see,
but you know what?
He did say that.
His overly sexual nature and his deviance has been sprinkled through all his lyrics. And if you really go back, it's really
Kanye,
all
back.
there.
No, but the thing
he's
is,
a freak.
It's really
I don't
all
think he's a freak. I think Kanye just likes piping.
He's a freak. He's a freak as well.
Yo, if you're gonna lick your girlfriend's head top, the bald on the, that's a freak. No, I've never.
Well, I've never dated Stone Cold Steve Austin, so I don't know what that's like. Wait, that way. All right. You know what? All right. You know what? All right. That's way. All right. Okay.
I watched the interview with Stone Cold the other day. He said Ric Flair is the greatest wrestler of all time. You agree?
And he's definitely top 10 as in terms of wrestling.
I mean, he did it for a long time, but I think when it's all said and done, considering he's gone back, The Rock is going to give these guys a hard run.
I think so.
But they're saying because.
What? They say because what?
Because they're adding everything. Because they're talking about everything
for the thing
and yeah, the ring performance, the mic performance.
Yeah.
I think the greatest.
The Rock has worked some of the craziest matches. Because
I think the greatest.
When you understand wrestling, and you understand.
I love him.
Dancing,
yeah,
bro. The Rock has worked. The Rock versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam here.
Was that here?
Brother.
Yeah, I believe so.
When they both do the hip cup at the same, they both kick up at the same time. And they look at
I didn't know that was here. I remember him and Hulk Hogan was here, but I think he's my favorite.
It was here. Sorry,
yeah, the Hulk
Hogan was here. He fought Brock Lesnar in another one.
Yeah, I love it. The Rock Hogan they said is one of the greatest WrestleManias ever because they literally had to change the storyline,
the trajectory of everything they're doing because
they had to change the storyline in the ring.
Yeah, in real time.
In real time,
and that's,
the people, the
producers was going because I think The Rock was supposed to win.
Yeah,
right?
and he still won. No, he still won.
But the way
to the dismay of the crowd,
so he became a heel in the match,
in live and direct,
and him and Hulk had to tell each other.
With Hogan when he was black, and they had to
and he's supposed to be bad, and then they started cheering for him, and then the storyline changed.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that I was even watching this other thing with Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels. There's a lot of things. Your wrestling is so confused. I hate bringing back up wrestling, but wrestling is really fucked up, bro. A lot of things are real. That's what I'm starting to realize.
Yeah, and they just
like Shawn Michaels was talking about something about how he decided backstage or something about talk to Vince about him and Undertaker should have WrestleMania 2 their match against each other, like have number 2. And then he said Undertaker found out watching Raw. Like, I guess I'm facing Shawn Michaels. Like, there's not it's not like everyone gets this itinerary of like what's going. They find out in real time with us sometimes.
Because what you see when you talk, I don't know if you watch. Did you watch a Mission McMahon documentary on Netflix?
I didn't yet.
I watched most of it.
I'm gonna.
He's producing the show in real time backstage.
Yes, with the headset.
There's like a
control room. Yes.
And yes, they have the script, but sometimes if they feel something,
they gotta go with it.
They're flown around.
That's right.
Another thing that happens is
what's crazy, bro.
Bro, we should have known from the Montreal Screwjob.
Oh yeah,
because Vince goes to Brett, or was it Brett? It was Bret Hart.
Yes. That was Brett.
Hey, you're gonna lose tonight to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I hate that guy because remember they had beef.
Yeah. I'll lose to anyone except him,
but not him. No, it's got to be Shawn. That's what we've set up. Yeah. Good luck, and let the music drop. And then Vince says, "This son of a bitch."
Mm-hmm.
So he
just
tells them ring the bell.
Yo, ring the
breaking
bell.
the fourth wall in that time is
ring
crazy.
The bell.
Ring the bell.
And then when the bell rings and you look at Brett in the ring, he's like, did he really?
Yeah.
And Brian, he just spits on him.
Yeah.
Brian, when you realize the spit is real.
And it's horking off his face, bro.
Yeah, but he still has to play like it's real.
Because he's going to WCW.
Yes.
They didn't want him to take the belt.
Bro, and then he's leaving.
Yeah.
And because he's so mad, he's just doing this.
WCW.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Brother.
You know those stupid monitors? They're 10,000 a piece. He said Undertaker is 10,000 a piece. So when he's picking up and throwing them, he's like, that's 10 grand. That's 10 grand. That's 10 grand.
Yeah.
He knocked out Vince. He knocked out Vince backstage.
And put his clothes on first.
He knocked him.
Because he was naked.
I got to do with it.
He was naked when he saw him, and then he decided to put his clothes on first or something. So because he didn't want when they do his life story that he was naked.
He's like,
but yeah, but you know, it's crazy. Vince said he ate it,
because he knew.
And I knew it. I knew.
I think Shawn Michaels is the greatest wrestler of all time. My purpose.
He's in the top 10 for sure.
No, he's the best.
You would say he's the best.
Because he's all of them.
Yes.
He's everything that everybody is, and his in-ring performance is most people's greatest matches is against him.
Yeah.
Most people's greatest matches. Him and Stone Cold, one of the greatest matches. Him and Undertaker, one of the greatest matches. Him and Bret Hart, one of the greatest matches.
Do you remember? I mean, he had a run. I stopped watching wrestling at that time. Randy Orton had a run where he was.
Yeah, he was gonna be. No, they say most wrestlers say he's one of the greatest.
Yes.
They say that.
His performance, his ability, I mean, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a top level. Me personally,
I love The Rock.
He's not the best. I've always respected Mick Foley because that's the guy who I know is
No. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I was just watching something online and just hit the aftermath backstage after a match, and he's completely battered and destroyed. And I'm thinking, he did this just so that we could fucking enjoy a Friday night. This is insane. Like
the Hell in a Cell. Remember, the cell wasn't supposed to break.
I know.
And when they threw him over, that's why Undertaker's like, "What the fudge is going on here?"
Yeah. He'll be fucked up telling them, "Hit me harder."
Yeah.
Tell Rock, hit me with a chair hard. No, do it. Rock, do it. All right. Bang! And you're like, that looks real. It is.
Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love,
yeah.
And Mankind. He had 4. He's 4.
Which was the one where you remember seeing him take the worst beating? Mankind is one where I'm like, this guy.
I think because with the mask, right?
Worst beating
is
is Mankind and Cactus Jack would be the second.
Oh wait, yes, because Cactus Jack was
thumbtacks.
Yeah, ECW and all that weird shit with the fucking he did a lot of
and
I remember the smile in his tooth.
Yes.
It went up his mouth.
It was like this.
Yeah,
I'm
because
okay.
It's like yes.
I'm okay. He took the most sacrifice for the company.
Yeah,
and JR with the announcement that he could have killed him.
No, wait. What he said? He killed him. For God Almighty, his body is broken in half.
Bro, 11-year-old me.
He's the greatest commentator of all time.
11-year-old me.
I don't care.
Especially when there was a wrestler who wouldn't stop. You son of a bitch, stop it.
Yes.
To Triple H. There was a clip I saw on Instagram. It showed, JR really hates Triple H. And it just showed every time. You son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I hate him. I hope you're going straight to hell. I'm like, wait, he really hates Triple H.
You got to see this guy in the backstage after the show.
Where is JR? Is JR still alive?
Yeah, he's in another thing.
He wasn't another wrestling. I don't know if he fully retired.
I don't know if he fully left. He went to whatever the other one
was. It AW first?
Yeah.
And then something
it was AW.
I remember there was one time, I can't remember who he hit, but Goldberg hit somebody with a spear, and the way JR talked about the spear, I thought the man was dead. Dear God Almighty, he's coming out! Goldberg, no! No, Goldberg, no! Don't do it! The referee, get someone in here! Somebody help him! Austin!
Yo,
He
he definitely went to the Vince McMahon school of commentating for sure.
I heard a rumor Vince is trying to make another wrestling. It said, make his own another one.
Because he's not done. He feels like he has more.
You gotta watch the documentary. I understand that. The guy's so competitive.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and like, because he got acquitted or whatever, so he feels like he has a clean slate.
But it's a board, and the board can't take him back.
They're not. No, they won't take him back. They won't take him back. I think that's. If there's one thing you wanted to land on, because we're pretty much we're pretty much done.
I'll tell you this much: I don't know what's going on with planes out there in the world.
Yo,
not funny.
When planes are just flipping around, like just
Toronto,
like, I'm gonna land, but then I'm gonna do it.
I had a flight booking canceled.
Y'all gotta do better. I don't blame. Y'all gotta do better, bro. I watched the video of that not plowed snow, ice, whatever on the runway.
Flipping?
Yeah, just flipping over because of. Bro,
but I don't think anybody died, right? Two fatal injuries, but they're going to be okay.
It's not critical. But they're going to, right? But they're going to be. They said they're going to recover fully, but it's still.
And God bless, because usually, bro, you can't survive a plane crash.
Or be like one person.
Yeah,
I saw
like the pilot.
There was one recently where like 2 people survived and everyone else died.
Yes, the flight attendants survived. The flight attendants because of where they were positioned on the plane.
Yeah. So everybody was accounted for.
I saw footage,
but I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at the runway, and I'm looking at the plane going down. I mean, getting ready to land, and I'm like, why is that like that?
The ice on the runway?
Yeah, and the snow, like you could tell that it's one of those
snow squalls.
Yeah, like we'll get to it later.
You think so?
Yes.
It's elements and the snow is blowing. I don't want to say.
Bro,
Was it blowing at that time?
I've taken a lot of.
The wind
when
was
I used to
wild
work in none of it.
Hey, y'all don't want none of it. I'm too cold. One of my favorite. One of my young artists had that line.
When I worked in none of it and seen I would hear them I hear this shit on the radio. Like, bro, for when it's snowy, these people have to be on the road consistently. And as soon as they don't, there's delays.
Yeah. Because they don't, we're not landing.
We're not letting you land. We gotta wait. You guys spin around, we wait.
Yeah, they'll let them do the spin-a-rooney in a long time.
I think we'll make it.
It should be okay. Drop them. Because that's coordinated. That is grounds crew. Cleaning it off. Air traffic control. Hey, are we good? They take a look.
Yes.
Yeah, let him in. We'll get him right after he's done.
So there's an oversight happening out.
Did you hear the viral?
If that's the case, somebody's getting fired. Go ahead.
Did you hear the viral clip of that one pilot that was getting ready to take off? And that he's like, "You guys, we're sorry for the delay. I'm hearing about there's a certain something with the engines in 324, some kind of maintenance issue. It looks like they're saying that we're be good to fly, and that we'll just deal with it later. But I'm not really feeling it. So I'm personally just going to cancel the flight. And I'm sorry with you guys, but whatever.
Is that real?
That has to have been a black man.
A 100% real thing.
He had to have been black because he wants to see his
100% real audio, video. He said...
No, because they say DEI. They talk about DEI.
They said that's the reason why that plane, most of these planes
plane issues DEI. So I know, but black people want to see their family again. So yeah, they're gonna take
white people. So Asians.
No, sometimes you know what, honey. I'll see you later. I'm gonna go fly the plane. But when I get back, we're gonna have this argument.
I want you to know that nobody on the show, not myself, not the other talent, nor the producers, stand behind. I'll show you how I really mad I am.
Things.
I'm just saying, man.
Thank God for people, and just pray for the pilots, pray for people, and thank God for everybody that survived in the Toronto Pearson, because that's near home. That's near home, but everybody's okay. Thank God. But we as people, to people that work at these places, besides the one that we know, the strange one, which is someone taking a helicopter doing that to the plane, that I can't really explain that. But a lot of these issues, a lot of it is maintenance issues, human error. A lot of it is that though. So people got to do better. I don't know it's about just training. If it's about
and Trump fired a bunch of people from the FAA, by the way.
Right. Budget cuts that allow people just to do whatever. Like all of this shit is happening. We gotta do better. We gotta pray. We gotta, you know what I mean?
And you know what?
Those stuff.
When people clap when the plane lands, can you guys stop doing that? Can you stop hating on that now? They should be doing that more. They should be doing that more because you know what? It is kind of a fucking miracle that this heavy ass thing flies in the air and then lands safely. Yeah, we're gonna clap. Sorry. Yeah, and that's another colored thing. That's another black thing.
As soon as the plane wheels touch, I think I'm fine, and now I know I'm not.
Exactly. Now it's an extra.
I'm the guy where as soon as I feel that, belts off.
Yeah.
And now you're not.
And I would have been.
I keep mine on.
And that's why they say, and that is literally, that plane just told you, that's why you keep it on until the plane stops. Yeah.
Whoever's injured probably had their seatbelt
because that's probably, the people that were getting injured, because there's only a few.
They probably fell all the way
They said there was only a few that got injured. So why do you think those people got injured? Probably they took their seatbelt off. I hear it all the time. So there's lands I hear click all the time.
Yeah. It's me.
It's gonna be May, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep it on. Pause.
The 80s.
And we're underwear.
Underwear, but where though? All right.
Woo!
Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to take a listen and watch. You might want to sit down for this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with everybody that you know and love and hold dear to your heart. Remember one thing about airplanes. They are still 95% safer than traveling in a car. Stay safe out there and enjoy.
This concludes our broadcast.
You might want to sit down for this.